You can't fight to save your life. Zip it!
And I heard that you said that this was your most personal movie. So I want to know how this film touched you personally. How do you personally connect with this story?
Well, I mean, I would say almost all of the issues that Adam is having, my character is having, you know, about his childhood and his parents are issues that I have with mine. I lost my father at a pretty young age, and oh my God, hi guys. Sorry, I'm getting bombed here by Jen Garner and Walker, who have tied themselves together. I lost my dad, and I think that was part of the story that I wanted to tell, is that we're kind of trying to reconcile some of that. There's a lot that goes unsaid. I don't care even if you've had the best relationship with a parent, you know, you're never gonna quite get enough time with them. But in this movie, my character has a very complicated relationship with his parents. I certainly did, and has to sort of figure out how much of that is self-generated and how much of that is actual truth. And it turns out that a lot of it is a story he's told himself.
This film also has a lot of great quotes. Personally, I like a lot when in this scene with Jennifer Garner, you said boys always come back to their mamas.
Yeah.
What was your favorite quote, and how was filming that particular scene also?
Well, that line in particular is a line pulled out of my real life. That is something that I've said to my mom. When my father passed away, my brothers and I all came back for her. You know, we all circled the wagons around her and took care of her, and so that really was quite resonant. So we put that in the scene because it certainly meant something to me, but it also meant something to, I think, a lot of people have had that experience before. But that scene was really quite emotional. I wasn't expecting it to be as emotional as it was, but Jen Garner is so good at her job. And my job in that scene was actually very easy. All I had to do was listen and look her in the eye, and that's what sort of brought about that, I think, why that scene is certainly so beautiful.
Also, Ryan, in this movie, we find a lot of reference to classic films like Star Wars, Back to the Future. I don't know if you think, if you see this movie also like a love letter to these movies that inspire you to do cinema, maybe, or...
Yeah, it is a love letter to 80s, you know, science fiction movies. I mean, E.T. and Back to the Future, and to a certain extent, Goonies and Stand By Me. I mean, these are movies that are such huge, formidable, you know, pillars of my childhood, and same with Shawn Levy. So, you know, we did the same thing when we worked on Free Guy together. Shawn and I really wanted a feeling like that, and Adam Project, I think, leans into that even more. Those movies were big, beautiful, you know, action, adventure, comedy type movies, but they never shied away from emotion and feeling, and, you know, and they never ever pandered to the kids in the audience or the parents in the audience. And I think that that's something that we really wanted to preserve and have come across in the Adam Project.
Well, we know that you are an expert in action scenes and in comedy also, but in this movie you have to work with a young actor like Walker. So how was working in these scenes with a child actor?
Well, he's just so good. I mean, you know, I would sort of speak as a producer for a second. We finished the movie early and under budget because we'd padded the budget and left so much more room working with a kid, thinking that we would have to spend more time to get what we needed out of him. And he just came so prepared, and he was so good and so able to just change and pivot in the moment, because we would throw new scenes at him, new lines, we would rewrite stuff on the day, and he just really made our job so easy. So that's, I can't think of having a better co-star. Also, this movie lives and dies on his performance, and he delivers over and over and over again in the movie, and it really would not work unless we had Walker Scobell in that role.
And I'll tell you what. You were the best part all along.